Hello there. Now, some of us, or actually the majority of us, have already tried making a presentation using PowerPoint, right? And I'm sure you have already experienced that cramping, or I'm sorry, cramming. What I mean is cramming the PowerPoint presentation before the meeting, right? So how about I tell you right now that there is a way to help you make a very fast and very efficient way to make a PowerPoint presentation. So I'm here right now to teach you how to make a PowerPoint presentation using an AI, and specifically ChatGPT. That being said, let's get on with it. So the first thing I want you to do is open any browser you want. Right now I'm using Microsoft Edge. You can use anyone or anything. For example, you can use Google Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox. Is it really still here? Anyway, choose any browser you want and just open it. So from here, I want you to type in GPT-4. Okay? Now once we're here, click on the very first result, and this should be your landing page for your GPT-4. Now I want you to click on this one. Please follow my cursor. It's gonna say try on ChatGPT Plus. Click on it. Now I'm just gonna remove this previous tab so it can be organized. Anyway, from here, what are we gonna do is technically we're gonna use ChatGPT to get the topics we want, the facts, the information we want, and then we're just gonna copy it and then transfer it to PowerPoint to make a slide presentation. Okay. That being said, I have a note here. Let me just pull it up. You can screenshot it if you want, but I think I am the only one who can understand this. Anyway, let me just explain it one by one here so you can follow through. Okay. So as you can see here, I have a few information here that I'm gonna use as a guide to fully teach you how to use ChatGPT and PowerPoint presentation. So let's get going. So once you're in ChatGPT, I want you to type in this one right here, but not specifically this one. What I mean when I say type this is how I want you to type it. You can choose it any topics you want, any ideas you want, but please just be specific on what you want to do for ChatGPT, or what kind of answer you want from ChatGPT. Because technically, this app or application is still an AI. It's not a human being. We need to tell it what we want so it can give us the exact answers we want. For example, right here, I just fixed a little bit. Give me a second here. Perfect. So it says here, I am a history teacher in high school and want to create a PowerPoint presentation on Australia's involvement in World War I. Please note that at first I gave a brief introduction of what I am or who I am, and then I'm asking for the second part, the idea of the presentation, which is Australia's involvement in World War I. Okay? And then on the last part, I asked GPT to give me a list of slide titles I can use for a good summary PowerPoint presentation. At the very last part, only provide the slide titles. So, on these sentences I gave here, I specifically said what I want, where will I use it, and what kind of background I have, so GPT can give answers based on it. So let's just send it right now. Give it a second to load. So GPT is gonna say that, sure, here are 10 possible slide titles that you could use to create a PowerPoint presentation on Australia's involvement in World War I. So since we only ask slide titles, GPT will only give us slide titles. Okay? Now, what if we want subtitles or information regarding each and every one of these titles? Let's move on to be more specific. I'm gonna click on my notes again. So, again, please follow my format, not technically the idea as it is. Do not copy paste it. For example, you need a math idea, an English topic, something like that. Whatever topic you need, just follow this format I'm using so we can have the exact information we have. So on the second one, I'm asking that, can you please repeat that, but this time include 2 to 4, which is dot points which gives a brief introduction or explanation about each slide. So I'm asking 2 to 4 bullets or dots each topics for GPT to give a brief introduction. I'm being very specific here. That's the technique, or that's the secret on squeezing any information or optimizing ChatGPT. Just be specific as you can. So as you can see here, for topic number 1, GPT gave me 3 dots of brief introduction, and so on and so forth for topic number 2, and 3 and 4. Okay, so it's originally 10 topics. I'm on number 6 now. Let me see. Okay, it's 10. It's on number 7 now. Give it a few seconds. So again, guys, since GPT is giving us the idea or the topics that we want, I want you to verify it. Because since you're gonna use this as a presentation on your class or your office or your coworkers or something like that, we don't want giving them false information, right? I want you to verify it. You can use Google, Wikipedia, or any other books you have just to briefly verify if GPT gives off the right information here. Okay. So as you can see here, GPT gave us a second part which has 2 to 3 bullets of a brief introduction each of the 10 topics that we have. However, I want more. For example, I'm still asking for a more accurate information. Let's just squeeze it out a little bit more. On this third part, I'm gonna ask, please repeat but include relevant information. Did you see what I did there? Earlier, I'm asking brief explanation about each slide. Now I'm gonna ask relevant information about each slide. Okay? Now let's send it. Now since this is a very specific one, it might take a minute or two to finish. Let's just watch it, okay? So, since I've mentioned earlier to verify the topics if it's correct, here's a secret technique or a quick way to do it. You can just copy this one right here and then open a new tab, paste it, click enter. For example, this one. If you see here that did you mean, please be alerted. That means a part of this is grammatically wrong or factually wrong. So in this sense, what I have right here is I miscopied this part right here. That's why it's asking this one. Let me just do it again and paste it. And that did you mean icon is gone, right? And as you can see, the early one problem that we have is only grammatical problem. What if somehow you have a problem, just correct it for the one that Google gives you, and then just edit it once you copy it to your PowerPoint. Okay, that's how you check it. Anyway, since it's stopped on number 8, please don't worry. It just means that GPT reached its maximum font. We can just do continue. Type in continue. So it's gonna say keep going from number, where did we stop? Number 8. Let me just change this to number 8. Keep going from number 8, and it just continued where it left off. Since we have 10 topics here, I think there is 2 more left. So let me just wait for it to finish. Only 1 more topic left, so we can proceed. Okay, so again, I'm reminding you guys to verify each topic here before you present it to your colleagues or your boss or your peers, or especially your class if you are a teacher. Anyway, just a few more seconds here. So it's already done. We are not gonna use all of this information from top to bottom. We're only gonna use the one that has the very accurate part, which is the third part from here on out, from this part right here up to number 10. But since this is only for discussion purposes, I'm just gonna get topic number 1 to 3 so we can be quick about it. Okay, now from here, I just want you to copy 1 to 3 right here. Click on copy, but open PowerPoint, right? I'm gonna stop you right there. Do not open PowerPoint, even though I mentioned we're gonna transfer to PowerPoint, right? There is a middle process in between. Excuse me about that. So we're gonna use Word, because if we use PowerPoint all throughout, it will give us an organized view, an organized bullet, something like that. So we're gonna use Word to organize everything here. So once you open your Word, click on View and look for Outline. Click on it and just click on Paste. I'm not sure if you can see it properly here. It's a bit transparent. Let me just zoom it right here. I hope you can see it right now. I'm missing a letter I in there. Now, as you can see, there's my number 1, 2, and 3 topics with each of their categories right there. That being said, I want you to highlight everything first. And then please note this body text right here. I'm gonna highlight everything level 2, because these level 2 topics will be my subtopics. Okay, so the only difference here is level 2 is for subtopics or the topics itself, and level 1, which is I'm gonna do right here, is the titles itself. So I have 3 titles here. The introduction right here, I'm gonna make it level 1, and then let me check number 2. Number 2 is mobilization and recruitment efforts. This is right here. Let me just zoom it in so you can see it properly. This is gonna be level 1 again. Now I'm gonna check on my third one, which is the Gallipoli campaign. Please correct me if I pronounce that wrong. So for the Gallipoli campaign, I'm gonna click on level 1. Perfect. Now this should do it. I'm just gonna save it right now. I'm just gonna save it on my desktop and just click on WW1. Since I created one example earlier, let's just make it like that so we can easily locate it. So please, once you save it, please close it, okay? Because you might have a problem using it on PowerPoint later if you did not close it. Let's pull up PowerPoint from here. Click a brand presentation. Now, from here, I don't want you to click anything right here. For example, you're gonna click here, something like that. Please avoid that. I want you to click on new slide and choose slides from outline. Perfect. Let's choose the one we saved and give it a second. It will transfer here. So we have 1, 2, and 3 slides for the topics that we have. Let's just from here on out, it's a really fast way. Let's just edit a few part here to make it more presentable. I hope you guys can really see it because it's a bit transparent here. I'm just gonna edit the bullets a little bit so it's really presentable. Now from here, you can just click design here, choose any design you want. For example, I'm just gonna choose this one. It gives off the real information about Australia here. This is my favorite color personally. You can choose whatever you want. The only limit here is your imagination actually. So for example, let's choose this one for it's more you can see it properly. Anyway, if you want to move on or click everything here, just copy, paste it to Word, and then transfer it here. Do not transfer it right now, or do not transfer it immediately from GPT-4 to PowerPoint. Okay. Now, just click save. Or rather, before clicking save, let's check this one out if it works, right? So from here, and the next slide, and that's it. We just made a presentation using GPT-4 in exactly around 10 minutes only, I think, or 15 minutes or something like that. It didn't take an hour of research or compiling information, right? So again, that's how you make an easy and efficient way of a presentation using GPT-4 on an AI. Okay? So thank you for watching, and please hit the like button and subscribe.